We'll go ahead and kick it off then. Well, everyone, thank you very much for joining us today. My name is Daniel Paulos, part of the Dallas Bourbon Club. Today we have some great guests from Woodford here to assist us in this live raffle. Today we will be auctioning or raffling off, I should say, a very prestigious and unique pack of goods. What that means for us today is essentially every year with the Kentucky Derby, Woodford sells a limited number of very special mint julep cups, specifically for $1,000. The cup is silver plated, individually numbered between 26 and 146, and adorned with beautiful embellishments, honoring some of Kentucky Derby's best. And you can kind of see the cup in random screen there. It's a beautiful cup. Luckily, with our partnership with Woodford, we are able to land one of the 4 that were distributed here in North Texas. The Julep is just part of a major prize pack from Woodford. They've really upped the ante this year with additional goods going with the cup. That includes a custom hat from Fort Worth's Best Hat. Woodford is also going to throw in a custom barrel head and an engraved Derby bottle that's beautiful of this year's highly coveted batch proof release. Additionally, 10 lucky participants, right? So it's not just one winner that gets the prize pack, but then we have an opportunity to win something for 10 other participants. And that is to essentially have a tasting with Woodford's master distiller, Chris Morris, who has joined us today. Thank you very much, Chris. And so a little bit about Dallas Bourbon Club. We are a 501c3 here located in Dallas, Texas, a small membership of about 130 folks. And we try and bring unique impactful ways to assist not only the education of bourbon, but also assist education within the community and an impact in the community in a positive way. And so today we've partnered with the Graces of Woodford to raffle off the prize pack as well as the slots for a personal tasting, all going towards the beneficiary of the permanently disabled jockey fund. And I'm happy to announce that we had 200 participants. And so at $10 a participant or ticket, we were able to raise close to $3,000 for this year's fund. So really appreciate everyone that participated in the raffle and joined us today for this live raffle session. So with that, Random, I'll kick it off to you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. So my name is Random. I'm the Woodford Reserve brand ambassador here in Texas, and I am very thankful to have gotten Chris on the line here to help us. Chris, could you tell us a little bit about the $1,000 mint julep program? And I know you've got some history in Texas we'd love to hear about as well.
Thank you, Random, and Daniel, and Sam. This is our 15th year of selling $1,000 and above mint juleps at Churchill Downs to raise money for charity. That's what the bottom line is. But it's also a lot of fun. And we bring in Derby history, Derby lore, to theme each year with a different cup design, different number of cups, and even the mint julep itself has been different. So year 15, we are celebrating a very historic Derby. You might say all Derbies are historic, but this one especially. 50 years ago, in Derby 96, 1970, the first woman rode in the Kentucky Derby. The first female jockey rode in a major stakes race in the history of horse racing. And that was Diane Crump. She rode Fathom to a 15th place finish out of 17 horses. And this Derby looks like we have 17 horses in it as well. So again, a little tie back there. And we are so proud of her association with our company and brand because the horse she rode was owned by the father of the creator of Woodford Reserve, and that was Mr. Lyons Brown. And the silks she wore were his silks for his horse farm. And the silks on the cup maybe somebody's going to get are engraved on each cup. And the silk colors are in the walnut display case lining where the cup is nestled in. And that's the color of the silk she wore. So we use the color to theme the flavor. You gotta find some reason to do something. And I thought that that bluish turquoise color lent itself to a fruit note. And Woodford Reserve, as hopefully you all know, is a very fruit-forward bourbon. It has lots of rich esters in it. And blackberry happens to be the official fruit of Kentucky. So we're making this year's unique mint juleps with Kentucky blackberry jam as the sweetener, We've made our own Woodford Reserve mint bitters. So we're not actually adding live mint leaves, but mint bitters, muddling those together, adding plenty of crushed ice into that very cup you saw, 2 ounces of Woodford Reserve, the official bourbon of the Kentucky Derby, and then more ice, and garnished with mint and Kentucky blackberries. And of course, you have to have a sipping straw, and that sipping straw, this gold sipping straw with Woodford Reserve bottle in it, will be nestled up inside that bouquet of mint and blackberries. So it's another very special cup, 146 total cups, raising money for charity. And this year's charity is at the request of Diane Crump, who is now no longer an active jockey, but still a horsewoman, and she lives in Virginia. And Diane has asked that all the proceeds go to the Disabled Jockeys, Permanently Disabled Jockeys Foundation. So that's where the proceeds are going. So the cup you're going to win today, we've purchased and already made the donation. So you don't have to worry about giving any money to anybody in this case. You've already done your all's bit, which is wonderful for the local charities. So 15 years of raising money for good causes and having a lot of fun doing it.
Thank you so much, Chris. And I understand that you've got some close family ties to Texas, which I hope make this even more special for you.
Well, I love Texas, having lived in Texas briefly during my career. But my family, some of my family moved to Texas in the 1890s and settled down in the Brownwood area and are still there, and in Forney, still there. My mother lived in Dallas briefly in the 1940s, and I was assigned during part of my training as a salesperson for Brown-Forman, like Pedro and Random, of course, as an ambassador. So I lived over in Fort Worth for a couple of years in the very early 1980s and covered all of West Texas by car, believe it or not, driving out to Amarillo and Lubbock and places like that. So I saw tumbleweeds and dust storms and all sorts of interesting things back in the early 80s, back with the oil boom, and it was a different time than we're in today. But I'll always look fondly upon my time in Texas. And I wish I could be down there with you all today. Always look forward to the chance to visit Texas.
Thanks so much, Chris. I really appreciate it. And I think if you guys are ready for it, we could potentially do this drawing.
Let's do it. So I will go ahead and share my screen. Can everyone see the screen?
Yes.
All right. Fantastic. So what we've done here is we have the list of raffle participants, so about 290 of them. If you purchase more than one spot, we've indicated with listing your name multiple times to equate to the number of spots that you purchased. Again, thank you to everyone for donating and participating. Thank you very much, Chris, for joining us today, Random, Pedro as well. Really appreciate the opportunity here to be a part of something very special. And while we may not be able to physically celebrate the Kentucky Derby together, we are doing so in a small way here virtually, and very much appreciate that. And so what we'll do here is I will go ahead and randomize this list 5 times, right? 5 times. We'll watch it each time, make sure it goes through, and then redo it until we get to 5 times ran. We will then say the top person, right? So number 1 will be the winner of the prize pack. It's the cup, the hat, the barrel head, the whole 10 yards, if you will. And then we will have the next 10 participants that will be able to partake in a personalized tasting with Chris. So what a fantastic opportunity, and happy to partner with Woodford in providing kind of these 10, 11 different prizes, if you will. So without further ado, let's go ahead and kick it off here. Go ahead and randomize this once. So top of the list here is Randall. Randall, I know you, you're not the winner yet. So stay calm. We got to run this a few more times. So we ran it. Let's go again. That's number 2. So we've done it twice. Do it again. 3 times. And what a blessing to have some fantastic internet. Oh my goodness, this is awesome. This doesn't always happen. Number 4 here. All right. This is for all of the marbles, they say. So one last time, well, this will be 5. Number 1 is the winner. The next 10 So down to 11 will partake in the personalized tasting. All right, number 1 is Thomas, a DBC member here, local in Dallas. So I'm pretty sure he can make it over to Fort Worth. That's fantastic. So congratulations. Chris has got the cup there that Random has as well, and we'll get you the prize pack. The next 10 folks, if you will, so Nacho, Russell, Pete, Renee, Brian, Robert times 2. So that means we're going to go down to another person. You have Chad, John, Chad again. So we're going to go down 2. So as not to get duplicates here. So that means Scott and Cole should also be able to partake in the personalized taste with Chris. So again, here are your winners. We will get in contact with you. Thomas, congratulations on what a unique opportunity to be able to get this Julep Cup without physically being in the Kentucky Derby. But let the legacy continue to reign, nevertheless, despite it being virtual. So Random and Chris, thank you very much for participating and again, giving us a small club this very unique opportunity to assist in this fundraiser for the permanently disabled jockey fund. Random, Chris, any last parting words?
Well, certainly thank you all for your interest in bourbon whiskey. We certainly appreciate that. 15, 20 years ago, there were no bourbon clubs or societies, so we're very, very honored and excited that Dallas has such a strong and thriving organization, and I'm sure more to come. Expand membership and activities certainly are so important. We see clubs like this spreading across not only the United States, but in other parts of the world. So bourbon is finally getting some of its due, and you're all a part of it. So certainly thank you for that. Thank you for your support of Woodford Reserve, a Kentucky-owned, Kentucky-based distillery, which of course we're very proud of our roots, and look forward to being with those winners up when we get this all scheduled, and look forward to having a good time with you all.
Thank you guys so much. And thank you, Chris, from the bottom of my heart, and Pedro's as well. We really do appreciate you taking the time out of your day to do this. I know it's a busy weekend for you. I will be getting with Thomas and the rest of our winners. We will organize something so that we can get together, we can pass off the goods, and then we can arrange a time to do a live tasting, which I am thrilled about. So thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. I love working with the Dallas Bourbon Club. Cheers, you guys.
Cheers, everyone. Stay safe, and thank you all for your participation. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Cheers.